Okay, hi everybody. We're going to look at a 1935 Underwood Noiseless today. Sorry about the glare on here. These high gloss black finish typewriters just bounce the video light right back on us, and I don't have really high fancy stuff, just pretty basic here. So excuse the glare, but this is a pretty cool typewriter. We actually haven't had one in a really long time. So this is an Underwood. I'll show you the front. The Underwood Noiseless Portable. I don't know why there's not a decal here, but there isn't. Okay, so on this one, whenever you see a noiseless typewriter, whether it's Underwood or Remington, it has this circular kind of area right here, and that just kind of helps deaden. It doesn't completely deaden the sound, but it definitely reduces the sound of typing. But let's start in the back. I'm going to lift this up. And right here are your margins, and you just press and drag. And this is a 1935, so for being almost 100 years old, you can see there's no rust in here, which is fantastic. So these just slide super easy. I'm going to bring them in. I like narrow margins for my typing demos. And you can see the Underwood logo. You can look at the link in my description, but the Underwood logo on the back really looks nice. Okay. So right here is going to be, your carriage release. And just like that, don't move it, don't pull that in unless you got a hold of the carriage, because it'll go flying. But you pull that in, and there it goes. This does not have a working bell, just so you know. This is also your carriage release down here. This is going to be your paper release, so it releases the tension on the paper. So when you put it in, if it's crooked, then you release the tension and you can adjust it. On the left side, and this holds your paper in, and these, you can just move those as you like. Okay, so this is your return handle, and it's different than what we're used to. We're used to the return handle coming out and pushing in like that, or a little mini handle, and you kind of do this. This goes like this, which, you know what, honestly, I like, because your hand just naturally does that. And that is how that goes. And I forgot to check. Yeah, so the setting for either like a single spacing or single line advance or a double line advance, the setting is right here in this little short lever. And you can just test that out there. Yep. Okay, so now on some typewriters, there's usually a lever down here that releases the roller, because when you turn the handle, you hear it click. And that releases, that's just the roller will turn every half line. But sometimes you need to release the roller so you can do some fine adjusting. And on this typewriter, let me see if you can see it. Don't want to, there's this silver button right here, and you press that in, and what it does is it releases the roller. And so let me show you how to do that. Bring this in, so you press in this button, and then now you can turn this, and it's nice and free, so you can do some adjusting. Okay, right here is your ribbons, your ribbon spools. Now these are specialty spools. You have to use the original spools that are in here. These are the caps, which is fantastic that the caps are on this. A lot of times they get lost. And but these have the caps, so you can use this handle one to kind of straighten out any slack in your ribbon. But then you don't twist it off, you just pull up, and that reveals the ribbon. And instead of a regular spool that's like this big or something, it's a teeny tiny metal ring, and then the ribbon's wrapped around it, and there's no cover over the top, so the ribbon's just exposed. So when you do take this out, please use gloves, or else you're gonna have ink all over the place, which I'm gonna try not to do it. But if you I'm just gonna have to grab it. But if you grab this thing and you pull up, this little metal ring will come out. Now you're gonna have to, this ribbon is actually, this is all brand new ribbon that we've put in here. But when it is time to change it out, you're gonna need to either buy bulk ribbon and roll it yourself, or you can send your old ribbon with that middle ring in there. You can send it to us and we'll re-roll it for you. And there is an option on our website for that. It says custom ribbon. And just go to untitled.typewriters.com. You'll find it under typewriter accessories. So you'll see all kinds of ribbon options, but it's under the custom because sometimes not every typewriter uses a universal ribbon. Now, when you do need to reverse the direction, so you'll use it all up and you'll get to the end of the spool and you need to reverse the direction, there is a button right here and on the other side. Right in here. And what it is actually it's a long bar that goes all the way through. So depending on what side you're on, you just press that button and it switches the directions. And if you're over here and the button's not there, then you look on this side, there's the button, and switch directions that way. So that's how you reverse the direction of your ribbon. Here's your color selector, black and red. That little white area is for stencil. You will never use it. So just make sure you are firmly selected on either the black or the red and not in the middle. Because if you're in the middle and you go to type, nothing's going to happen. And you're going to be like, my typewriter's broken. But it's not. It's just stuck on the stencil. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do a typing demo. Okay. So the paper goes, here's your paper guide. And you can bring that in wherever you want. I'm going to make sure my margins are kind of where I want them to be. So you just set that there. I'm going to scoot it over, sorry. And then turn the handle, and that'll pull the paper through. Okay, and let's go ahead. This is, so no number 1 on these older machines, so you use a lowercase l. So this is a 1935. And you can hear it. You don't hear that tick, tick, tick. That's from it's called a noiseless. So it's just more like a thud. Okay. Let's go to the black. Through the, I'm going to try without the click, 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 click. It's I'm used to listening to the clicks to tell me, did I miss one? Did I not hit one hard enough? And with the noiseless, I keep looking and I'm like, is it typing? Is it typing? So I'm just going to make sure, yep, the backspace works. Let's go ahead and I'm going to keep going here. Okay, so this likes a heavier hand. I was going lighter on it because the keys feel very light and they're bouncing back really nice. But I noticed it wasn't imprinting on here very well. I'm going to try the caps again. But these last couple lines, I was hitting it harder. So let's go ahead and do this again. Just a couple lines. The quick brown fox jumps over the... two at once. Okay, so it looks like there's just some wear on the keys here. So the capital, you can see here, the capital letters are a little faded at the top. So just so you know, The lower case seem to be okay. There's some fading in and out. But each typewriter is going to have something. It's like its own fingerprint. So each one wears a little bit differently, imprints a little bit differently. So you just want to look and make sure, hey, is that font okay? Do I like it? So just so you know, now obviously you're not going to type in all caps most of the time, but you can look at the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and you can see how I've, intertwined the cap and lowercase and up here as well. And you can see how that looks together. But caps all caps, you can definitely see the wear. But this really, okay, so this typewriter is very easy to type on. It works well and is best suited for casual writing. I wouldn't write a book on this. I mean, you probably could if you wanted to, but honestly, I don't think you're going to be very productive with it. But this is going to be great for casual, occasional writing. So what I'll do is take a photo of this and put it on our product listing. The link is in our description below, so you can see this up close. But this is really a wonderful collector's item. And it's usable. Hey, bonus there. So double bonus. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you all subscribe. Appreciate it when you come here and watch. We sure appreciate all of you and have a blessed day.